Yo, what's up? It's us. I'm your host, Yosemite Sam 314. And always I got my people in tow with me. Ross Steen, Adam Moe. We got our special guest today. We're gonna make sure he get going. Hey, we got him, aka the Dick Beaters. Alright, or Stinkowski, whatever you want to call him. And we are the Radio Godz. How y'all doing today, fellas?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling. Couldn't be better.
You look like it too, man. How about you, Adam O?
I'm cooling, man. Shit, just finished seasoning and marinate my meat for the more, man. So I'm gravy.
Yeah, he talking about for the grill, not the other meat. All right, cool.
Damn, so, I wasn't even thinking like that. Damn, I'm
Hey, man, look. Y'all know normally I have something to make my ass itch. But I've been being good, man. Ain't too much been getting on my nerves and nothing, man, so I don't have nothing today. So if y'all want to express y'all feelings, thoughts, or anything, man, y'all welcome to do so before we proceed on.
I don't have no irritating things, man. I'm gonna try to keep it all positive today. That's my mentality, man. I've been trying to do it all week since the last time I talked to y'all. Just keep it all positive. And it was crazy, though. One thing did kind of burn me. Right after we had that video shoot last week about the promoting of the gay agenda on the youth or whatever. You got Lil Nas X on BT,
oh my God,
and all that bullshit. So I will say that's something else, because it was like right after we had the talk, the shit came right back full circle.
It did. I saw that, man.
And did you hear about the transgender that won the pageant and shit?
Oh yeah, Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Miss Universe.
Yeah.
And why did that what do you call them, that trans whatever person was, the one who wanted to compete as a woman in the Olympics? He got banned. He couldn't compete as a woman, so he was mad. You ain't no woman, no matter what it is you do to yourself. You was a man. You was born a man. You a man.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I missed those last two y'all just said. I saw the BET Awards, but the Miss America and all that, I missed all of that.
Miss U, yeah, it was like a contestant in the Miss Universe pageant.
Yeah, I don't really care about that stuff. I only care when they try to push it onto the kids, though. But they can have that stuff. I don't even watch the pageant anyway. I don't know who Miss America was last year, the year before, so it ain't no big deal. Let them have that, man. If they want to put transgenders in that motherfucker, let them do it. Hey,
I want to touch on something real quick before we jump into tonight's topic.
Yeah.
And this is from the last show when we was talking about how they was pushing out the gay agenda on the youth. I get everything where they're trying to have inclusion and everything, and that's fine. But again, like we said before, don't push it off on the kids. Let the kids have a chance, the opportunity to grow up and make their choice on their own if that's something that they choose to do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will be like, that's not a choice. I don't care what you say. You have things in your life that happen where that becomes a choice. And that's all I got to say about that. Okay. So Adamo, you know, we was talking a little bit before we got on air, and you said y'all had a topic. Would you like to introduce that topic, sir?
Oh yeah, a little spicy topic, man. You know, to piss men and women off, man. I don't know so much men, but it might piss some of the women off. But the topic of the day is why don't men and then you could tell me men do still do that, and men don't do that. I mean, you can respond back to it whatever way you want to. But the
Right.
topic is why don't men respect black women anymore?
You know what? That's real interesting. B, you want to start us off today, sir? I love to hear your opinions and all your facts and everything you have to say about our topic.
Who you talking to?
You, sir. I said B.
Oh, I didn't even hear you. My bad, man. I'm gone. I'm actually just sitting here thinking about it. And I really don't know why, but I would say that I believe most men, not most men, some men just don't have respect at all. It don't even like, I know we talking about the black women, and I don't know why it seemed like it is a kind of it's a disconnect between the black male and the black woman. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really know why it's like that, honestly speaking, but it might, to me, I believe it has something to do kind of with a lot of men being raised by women and they growing up to resent them. That's just a belief
I
that
can
I
see that.
have. That's what I say. I really don't know, but that's just one thing that I can think of.
I can think of
You know what?
go ahead.
You know what? Normally I don't speak as much as I used to, but I'm gonna go on the limb and say this. Excuse me. When it comes to the black man and the disrespect towards the black women, what B said is, I believe, is a valiant point. Also, added to that is the way society has people doing the black male and the black female role as a whole. You know what I mean? Where you have songs where the women are constantly being called bitches and hoes, whores, sluts, and things of that nature. And that's also turning around calling the male a bitch, a whore, a slut, and things of that nature. And society has put it out there as this is the quote unquote cool thing to be. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect her, do what you want to do because she doing X, Y, Z. So it don't matter. Do you roll? Or let's have this hot girl summer sis, fuck him, all that type of shit. So when it all boils down, it's no longer don't get married anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to do this and she's going to do that, which in turns have everybody come disrespectfully to one another. You know what I'm saying? And far as that is concerned, that's my view on it at this point. And you know, I'm gonna probably jump in and have something else to say the more we talk about this topic and this subject. So,
Hey, one
yes,
more thing though. One more thing I was just sitting here thinking about. It could be a lack of the disrespect is raised because the ones who are disrespectful towards them, they probably feeling some way about themselves because it's kind of crazy that the black male is weaker than the black female in this society. You know what I'm saying? Society-wise.
that's because they take a lot of power away, and and the first thing they do is quick to, I'm gonna call the police on you. You know what I'm saying? Or they take the father out of the home, so like you said, the mother is there to raise the male by herself, and a lot of women aren't strong enough to teach them that, okay, as a male, you should be doing this. You should be doing that. Respect the woman in this way, respect the woman in that way. You know what I'm saying? Or if you do have a father who was, if they're not in the household, but they do have the son to teach him to do this and to do that as a male, to respect the woman in this manner and that manner, she plays a game with him of where you can't see your son if you don't do X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I see my man's down there with the big cheese on his face. Adamo, what's up, sir? I did kind of cut you off, and I apologize.
No, you good, man. I just want to know, did you watch the movie Frozen today, man?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah, man, nope.
Cause your shit all out of
like a motherfucker, boy.
That's cause you gotta know I'm sad when I had to drop my son off at work, man.
Nah, it's all good, man.
You sound like you got one of them motherfucking one of them goddamn things up to your vocal cords and shit vibrating.
Like he an ex.
Oh man,
he lost his lungs from cancer or something.
Yeah, that's what you sound like.
I've been smoking since I was. Nah, I don't smoke.
Yeah.
We know.
But yeah, I agree with both of y'all though. I think it's I kind of lean more towards rock side a little bit more though, because women control pretty much of everything, man, and we kind of get railroaded a lot of times, and dealing with our kids, child support and stuff. So I think we tend to lose a level of respect for women, and also I think another thing too is I think women don't have enough respect for their own self. So,
yeah, most don't.
So when you got dudes out there trying to choose and trying to find a woman, you know, you're getting bad results from these women out there. So I feel like that's another thing behind it too, is because it's not a big selection. It's like ratchetness going on with a lot of them though. So, you know.
Yeah.
That's my take on things though.
You know what? Something else to add to that, man. And this might sound crazy, but it's so many. And when I say this, I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. So many of these independent women where they don't need a man for nothing. And when they get to that point, or when they feel that strongly about they don't need a man for anything, it's nothing you can tell them, so they get super disrespected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just gonna say, do you think it's a two-way street where disrespect on both sides being put out?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I think that's our problem, man. Why we haven't transformed into what we should be is like create more families. We haven't transformed into that because we don't have a level of respect for each other.
And one thing I was just sitting here thinking, and it's kind of a cliche phrase I normally say, but it could all be because hurt people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what we got in the Black community. Is people that all we do really is just pass baby daddy around, baby mama around, to the different baby mama over here to over there. You have a baby daddy over. We just passing this shit around, but we're not creating families though. Like you get tired of this nigga, make a baby by him. Go to the next nigga. He got a kid. You go create another baby mama over here. It's like when does it stop though? When do we get to the point where we start meeting a woman? Excuse me, meeting a woman, and then we build a family off that relationship through the hard times and the bad times. Because every relationship ain't perfect. It's always gonna be some ups and downs. But why are we bailing out, man? Like soon as the dude or the female do this or do that. I think we just don't have that mentality. I think we just looking for an excuse every time we find somebody because we are fearful of being in a relationship and going further. I think a lot of people have been fear.
That's because they hurt.
Yep.
And another thing with that, people don't listen, bro. That's where a lot of shit get turned up too. Like not turned up, but misconstrued or whatever, because don't nobody want to listen. And that's when disrespect come in too, because they feel like, you ain't listening to me. Well, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get your attention. That's not the way to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to sit down and listen, and not listen with the intent to respond. Listen with the intent to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because when people say, I'm listening to you, I hear you. Are you really doing it, or are you doing it just enough to respond? Because if you're thinking of a response while they're talking, you're not listening.
Yeah.
Or talking while they're talking, you're not listening. Because that's when arguments come. Because you're talking while the other person talking. So one of y'all gonna start raising your voice trying to get your point across. You know what I'm saying? And that's how stuff turned disrespectful too.
And I think
Hey man, I promise I heard you say talking and listen like fucking hellas in it a little bit. And it kind of had me not listening, like you said. So I'm just fucking with it. Hey man, one thing, man, I see since we on the solving the problem stage, I like that how you ended, you know, you said that, but I was gonna say, why don't people once they get out of relationships and stuff, once you get to know you and figure out who you is, so once you figure out who you is and then somebody else figure out who they are, y'all come together, y'all kind of can help to start mending the healing. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole lot of healing needs to go on, internal healing, before you can be with somebody else.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they get out of relationships
And jump
and
right
they
into
so
another one.
yeah, because they're so fearful of being alone. They don't want to be alone. They don't want to be with themselves. So they put themselves in like vulnerable situations just to fix that feeling of being lonely, and they haven't fixed themselves. They've never fixed themselves. They've always, once they broke up out of relationships, they always jumped to the next piece of pussy or the next piece of penis. And they never really sat back and was like, let me heal from this. Because a
I'm here to
relationship
tell you,
is
being
like a
alone
womb.
sometimes is a beautiful thing, man.
It is,
It's truly
man. I
beautiful.
love it. I love
That's
it.
what I say. It's a beautiful thing, man. No
I love,
headache, no worries. You ain't finna argue with your damn self for real.
yeah, yeah, unless you
You may
crazy.
question something you doing, but you ain't got no worries. It's you. You depending on you, and that's it, man.
Yeah,
I feel it.
yeah.
I do. I feel it. Man, I'm so mad we ain't get our boy on, man.
Stankowski, man. But it's all good. We holding it down like a stapler. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Hey, but look, man, this one was very, very entertaining. And to me, excuse me, very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? Where it didn't take no whole 40, 45 minutes to get no point across and no information out. It didn't take no whole, what's the word I'm looking for? It seemed like a year to say something. You know what I'm saying? Where we had the problem, the solution, and everything in between take place. So I just want to say this, man, because we got something for y'all. All right. But I gotta bust a couple moves, man. So I'm gonna have to sit y'all down for now, man. But as always, we'll holler at y'all next week. Great show, fellas. The Radio Godz love y'all. And before we leave, comment, subscribe, and share. You know what I'm saying? Because we love it. We love to keep the content coming for y'all, man. But until next week, we'll see y'all. They eat already. I'm finna eat.